What are we all missing right now because it gets overshadowed by coronavirus news? Virginia lawmakers have passed a bill that would see insulin prices capped at $50 per month, potentially making the state the third to set limits on the cost of the life-saving medication. A second person was cured of HIV in the UK. The last Ebola patient was discharged in DRC. Imagine their reaction when they come out and see this coronavirus mess. T. Here we go again. I know it's pretty obvious, but the Hong Kong protests. Also Australia. After over 250 days is no longer on fire. But that's because the fires were put out by floods. Cairo is flooding because of a thunderstorm. Utilities have been off all day today. People's homes have been flooded. Sewers are overflowing and there are injuries, possibly deaths. Not to mention the property damage in the millions racking up to private and public property. Cairo floods every winter due to lack of proper infrastructure. But this storm is severe. Arguably the best women's basketball player, Maya Moore, has not played the last couple of seasons because she wanted to focus on trying to release an innocent man from being wrongly accused. A couple of weeks ago she succeeded in that and he was released. Didn't Epstein's bank account just quietly shuffle away another $50 million? Not as important as a lot of other issues. But the whole Epstein thing has really fallen out of the news cycle. Russian parliament passed a reform allowing Putin to stay president until 2036. Emergency powers to Chancellor Putin. I just read this earlier today. Freaking nuts. Ethiopia is facing mass starvation due to swarms of locusts the size of cities. Apparently they're bringing in hundreds of geese to eat the locusts. Kim Jong-un trying to get the attention back by letting off fireworks in his garden again. I'm curious how severe coronavirus is in North Korea, given their relative isolation. Though I do believe NK has a strong relationship with China. Smugglers regularly cross the border between NK and China to bring in illegal goods like Western media and books. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them caught the virus and brought it home too. Johnny Depp is suing The Sun. Edit. As someone said in the comments, The Sun is a shitty newspaper in the UK. I almost didn't edit this because the replies have been hilarious, but I feel I probably should lol. Parts of Africa and South Asia are having their crops decimated by a massive locust swarm. And it's estimated to impact the food security for about 20 million people. Locust. Famine. Viruses. All we need is a touch of war or raining sulfur, which makes this some biblical shitty. Oil price war between Russia and Saudi Arabia. Don't know much about it, but my jaw just about dropped on my way home from a semi-remote vacation and saw that gas was almost down to $1.90 a gallon in our city. Think they had oil going for like $30 a barrel or something. Oil price war combined with COVID-19 is what's tanking the US domestic economy right now. Not many people missed that among the coverage. Harvey Weinstein was found guilty and will die in jail. Nah. Nobody needs him dead. He wasn't a broker or SX like Epstein was. Didn't have a little black book. He just abused the hell out of everybody he could because he was a piece of shitty. Lots of people probably want him dead. But nobody's sweating about what he might say that'll ruin their lives. Oh yeah, and asteroid is said to fly by Earth. Maybe we can have multiple apocalypse scenarios at once. Asteroid. Virus. Climate change, now we just need nuclear. A combo deal. The fact that if you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma due to exposure to asbestos, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Harvey Weinstein rushed to hospital with chest pains. I hope he gets the best care possible and recovers to the fullest of his potential health. He has a lot of years behind bars waiting for him and he needs to experience every single one of them. GOP Senate crossed aisle to rebuke Betsy DeVos for collecting on student loans that were supposed to be forgiven. They went against Trump's rich buddy. She's still in her position though, despite the corruption. The upcoming worldwide economic recession. There's solid proof that the elected Colombian president campaigned with narco traffic money. Most likely they bought the presidency for him. The Olympics are happening in Tokyo 2020. The Pope has publicly announced that evolution is real. And so forth, that the earth is older than 2000 years. Literally not a single Christian or Catholic outcry seen. Brigham Young University in Utah, USA changed the wording in its honor code that every student is required to sign. They removed the part banning any LGBTQ+ relationships. People came out because they felt safe. 2 weeks later they clarified that it was still against the rules to be LGBTQ+, but it was already too late for those brave enough to come out. The Fed gave banks $1.5 trillion today to try and stabilize the market. It worked for about an hour. And then the market resumed its free fall. So they basically tossed over $1 trillion of taxpayer money into a hole today. For perspective, $1.5 trillion is also the combined total of student debt in this country. Don't let coronavirus distract you from the fact that in 1966, Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns in a single game while playing for the Polk High School Panthers in the '66 city championship game versus Andrew Johnson High School, including the game-winning touchdown and the final seconds against his old nemesis, Bubba Spare Tire Dixon. Well, there's 30 active serial killers in the US right now. Or is there just one killer who's really good at it? It's kind of related to coronavirus. But I am a physician in one of the US communities currently experiencing a sharp increase in COVID-19 cases. Our local blood supply has reached critical levels due to many cancelled blood drives, as well as cancellations by regular donors who are trying to practice social distancing. Unfortunately, our blood product needs in the hospitals don't stop at this time. We still have many critically ill patients, bone marrow transplant, open heart surgery, etc., who need blood, and especially platelets. If you are young and healthy in a community impacted by COVID-19, please consider visiting your local blood center to donate, especially if you are type O or AB, or can donate platelets. Even if you are in a community not yet hit by the virus, consider donating, as many blood centers are part of a national network that can share products. The risk of getting or spreading the virus in this setting is relatively low, but you will be helping save someone's life. This is a small thing you can do right now to truly help someone in need. Long-time Reddit lurker but created an account to bring awareness to this, as I have not seen a lot of attention either on Reddit or in the news. Please help spread the word. Thanks for taking the time to read and hope that you and yours are staying healthy. Trump Jr. is telling Kosovo it should remove its tax on Serbia, otherwise the US should pull its troops from Kosovo. Kosovo is actually debating the tax now because of this. Kosovo is our ally. Serbia is a Russian satellite. The Kosovo base is one of America's largest bases. Not sure why we would want to remove troops or the taxes on Serbia. It's literally just aiding Russia and has zero benefits to us. My state is trying to pass a bill right now that would outlaw abortion in the event Roe v. Wade is overturned. Hopefully that never happens, but it's still concerning. Also, Lori Vallow's children are still missing. No one knows where they are and she hasn't told anyone anything except that they are safe. Joe Biden might win the ducking Democratic primary. Yeah. Not happy about this. But I had a feeling we would get it when he joined the race. Too many people are voting on him due to name recognition. Name something good he did when he was Obama's jester. He has been an ashlet to people on his way to nomination and people are eating it up. He's not going to do anything that Bernie has promised to do. He talks about unity, yet cusses people out for disagreeing or correcting him and tells them to vote for someone else. Look at Bernie's record. He has served the citizens of the US and fought for our rights. Biden just makes up shit to get a laugh. People want to go back to normal. But normal is what got us to where we are. I blame the DNC as well. Ethiopia is facing mass starvation due to swarms of locusts the size of cities. Apparently they're bringing in hundreds of geese to eat the locusts. You made it to the end, you're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.